Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy day after Valentine's Day. I hope everybody enjoyed their Valentine's Day and that you spent it with the person you love the most, even if it is one of the allies. Whole point is for you guys to enjoy it, right? Also, I know that it's not normal for me to be streaming on a Sunday, but I had to make up for not being here on Friday. So here we are. Let me just mute the Spotify so we can get into the game. Because today our focus is to get through. I believe the chapters that are unlocked are chapter 2 through I think 3. Yeah, I think four through, no, two through three, two and three are unlocked. So we're gonna read those for every single one of the LIs. And then on Tuesday, when I stream again, we're gonna read chapter 4 for each of the LIs and read uh Raphael's card that just came out, the new 4-star. Then we're going to watch them. After that, on Friday, we'll pull for the cards. Maybe we'll also, depending on if we have the time, of course, we're gonna try pulling on today on my 4th LI account, since I know that account I won't be getting anything, since I just need to lower the pity for that one. I am only planning on pulling on my main account, my Xavier account, and my Raphael account. But my 6L account, the chances of me getting something in the first 10 pulls, hell, even 15 pulls, the chances are very, very low. So it's better that I get those wishes out of the way before I lose them, and they turn into blue wishes. So yeah, that's the plan. So I have to get rid of those wishes before they go away. Alright, who's gonna turn up? Because I don't remember who was the... what was the last account I played? Oh, it's my main account.
And walked into my life.
Also, do as I say, not as I do. Remember to always log in and get your diamonds in. Get everything. Do your weeklies, do your dailies. Get that over with before Sunday ends. Because when you wait till the very last minute, you end up like me, who has only 50% of her weeklies done before the end of, like, you know, the end of Sunday. Also, don't forget to collect your energy that you get, or else it just piles up like this. Alright, time to collect the energy pods that I keep forgetting are there. But again, don't... do I say as I say, not as I do? Because I have 18 of this, which is bad, which means I have to go through... I don't know how much... just to get rid of it. I have to go through... which again, I don't mind. because it's only 18, so meaning I have to be as low as use 800s. Hi, Cook! I hope your Valentine's Day was lovely. And also, congratulations on getting every single LI. Don't mind me, I'm over here trying to expel all my energy. Because apparently I have 18 power things. Stamina pods, whatever you want to call it. Okay, hopefully that won't be too bad. I mean, I didn't have a bad day either, because I also am single, but I made the most of it. I went to the gym, I hung out with a friend of mine who's also single, but he had to leave because he was babysitting his nephew. So, you know, he got roped into that. Then I took a really long cat nap, and then I discovered it's already nighttime, so I played lads for the rest of the day. Or at least try to get... Because what I was trying to do was, on my 6li account, was try to get through the main story till I was able to unlock Silas. So technically, Silas is now unlocked on my 6li account. I could skip over the rest of Silas's main story, because technically I've already read it, and skip over the prologue to tomorrow and straight into Homecoming Wings, but I rather not. Yep, there's nothing wrong with staying home. Home is safe. I also, I saw a romantic anime. I mean, it's not really romantic if you actually think of it. I think it's more shoujo than romantic. There's no kissing or anything in it. Or no kissing or romantic gestures yet. So it was bread and breakfast for the spirits, I think that's what it was called. So, I'm not planning on pulling till this Friday, due to the fact that I have to save a little bit more and also wait for us to actually unlock the other 5 wishes. Because I think we were unlocked 20 or something like that, I think. I'm waiting until we receive this for me to actually start pulling. Well, I know that Silas's card was really sweet, but then this is me just snooping through like Twitter and like Instagram, and I kind of heard that Caleb's card is going to be a little wild. I heard this card's going to have a lot of angst, and that his card also delves darker side of Caleb. Like, he's more yandere in this card than he was in previous cards. So if that's true, you can tell me, or you don't have to tell me, because I like it when Caleb is a little darker. I don't know what that says about me.
You're taking the initiative to call me over? I like that.
And you see how everybody else is dressed. Oh god, I hate this sweater. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. I mean, I don't mind Caleb's dark side. That's the thing. That doesn't. I don't know what that says about me, because all of them have technically a dark side, more darker than others. Caleb, given like a push or a darker push, he can, well, at least his voice actor, I actually like.
Do you want to rest?
I actually applaud Caleb's at least English BA for how dark he can get. So I'm actually looking forward to reading the card. I don't know if I'm going to actually read it in English or in Japanese, because if I read it in Japanese, then it's just me listening to Mamoru, which is basically the voice actor, or the person who voices Mamoru, aka Tuxedo Mask in Sailor Moon, the reboot at least, because I've seen the reboot. It's going to give me chills. Yeah, I love this toxic traits. Like, I don't mind Caleb being what he is, because I know that it's comes from a place of worry and a place of love. Okay. Was this one? Oh no, I lose a customer! Oh, I was bad at Diner Dash back then too. Yeah. Oh, poor Caleb. Poor Caleb, poor me. Bring a time. Oh my god, this is too much. Oh no. Oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up with all this. I was never good at Diner Dash. Oh shoot. Oh god. I was never good at Diner Dash, even back then as a child or teen. Because I didn't get my very first smart product till I was my first iPod wasn't, well, I was a senior in high school when I had my first iPod. Woohoo! Now I have enough for whatever that thing was. Because I already got the outfit. Which I think is going to be Silas's birthday outfit, unless we get a new banner between here and then. Oop. Okay, let me read it out loud for those who probably saw it delete on the screen. All I can tell that, at least for Caleb's card, that if the Throne of Arrows card was toxic, this one is the opposite. I mean, it's Caleb, but more wise. He kind of reminds me of Zane, but he's still Caleb. We know in his behavior and personality. Well, yeah. Which is completely true. Even I could tell when I was just reading the sneak peek of what the cards are going to be like, that Caleb and Zane kind of switch roles. for this banner. But the reason why I say Caleb might be a little bit more toxic, or well, not really more toxic, more spine chilling inducing, at least what I've seen of what people have posted, is because Caleb kills with poison, because you already read the card, so you already know. He kills the medicine master who has experimented on MC. So that's why I say it's a little bit more spine chilling, and in which I have nothing against. I actually like it like that because it shows that Caleb is still very protective of MC. The butcher and the carpenter, who have been plagued by nightmares, live on the very street. Caleb and I are here to investigate.
There's one more house left. If you're tired, rest. I'll check it.
Oop. Sorry, Caleb. I didn't mean to let you not finish. I had a heavy finger.
There's one more house left. If you're tired, rest. I'll check it out and be back soon.
Oh, he's so caring. After Caleb leaves, my eyes are drawn to a little girl under a tree. She's playing with Ganon grain panel miniatures. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Caleb, after playing this game for a year, I've come to realize that Caleb is very protective of MC due to the fact that they were both experimented on as children. So there are going to be times when he's a little overboard and a little scary, but I know where it's coming from. But if you actually think about it, every one of the allies have like some sort of yandere-ish tendencies. Xavier is like, they're all stalkers in their own way. Zane's a little bit more subtle about it because wherever you go, he goes, and he will manipulate whatever thing that's around him to be where you are. Raphael, I think it was more along the lines like, once he found you, he just followed you everywhere and hired someone to do more investigations on you. Silas kind of gave us space, but he stalked us through Mephisto. And yeah. And the thing that actually made me cry during that myth is the fact that Caleb, like, intentionally broke the connection or the connecting thing so that MC would not fix him. He'll protect her, but he won't let her protect him or help him. So it's yeah, Zane he does stalk her. He does. He will go out of his way to be like, I don't remember which card it was, because I'm don't have this card because I just started last year, and this was a 2 year ago card. But it's a card where, and I saw this on YouTube. It's a card where MC was sent on a mission that was not in Lincoln, and I believe they went to see some sort of like firework or lantern show, and and there was like a disaster before then, of course, and Zane made sure that he was a part of that mission. Yeah, MC's not like as innocent as you think she is. She's just as nuts. I know MC MC is not me. But also, I'm very passive. So whatever happens to in these guys' lives, I'm like, okay, so I don't want to get involved. If you want to be obsessed with me, I will be just obsessed, but in a kinder way. Okay, let me read this thing before I get distracted again. Because I have so many thoughts. Oh, dang. I don't think I can do the advertisements for the phone call because the thing this ended this morning. Well, I hope everybody who's watching actually booked their phone call with the LIs that they want. I did, except for Caleb. I don't have Caleb. But I do promise on the 17th, I will record every single phone call and post it on my Discord so that no one misses out. I just don't have Caleb because since I don't have his, I don't have an account for him, I cannot get that phone call. I have my Xavier account will have Xavier's phone call. Raphael account will have Raphael's phone call. Silas will be on my main, and Silas is on my main, and Zane is on the 6th Ally for now. But once the 6th Ally gets introduced, I might actually have to get 6 accounts. Even if it's just the 6th Ally account or the 6 accounts, it's just one of them being on my phone and not taken seriously, or that seriously. I won't be able to play it because I'm running out of emails that I can use. She places a small house with a fence into the panel, claps her hands and beams. It's beautiful.
It's not that good. Did you pass by the Ding family's residence, miss? They have an impressive house.
I mean, you could post it. I can add to the Discord channel a little channel that says the phone calls so that anybody can post what they have. I think I have the one from the wedding banner. I just have to look it up. But if you want to post it there on Discord, you're free to do it. Because I know Lena. Well, maybe I don't know Lena. Well, I don't know who Lena chose. But Maria, since we're kind of friends, she said that she chose Raphael, not knowing that I needed a Caleb, so that was already donezo. But you can post it there on Discord when I create the channel. Is it nearby?
This street is named after it. Everyone here, even my father, works for the Ding family. I still like my little house more, though. But what's missing?
People, perhaps. A home feels empty without anyone lit in it. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. How can I fix the solution? How can I create a solution for this? I mean, I can't give you my direct phone call because I don't think the US and maybe on I think on Instagram. I don't think there's anything that you like anything on Instagram that says you can't. Yeah, I don't think on Instagram I think you can send videos on Instagram. Let me double check. Nope. Damn. No, wait, I think you can. Yeah. You can send it on Instagram. Oh, most definitely. um I'll post it on Instagram. No, not Instagram, on YouTube as well. I think the person that does a lot of recordings for the game is Lavender. Lavender does it a lot. I don't know if she has more than one account or she only has one. But YouTube, most definitely. I'll be reacting to it regardless. Ooh, I forgot we should also look at the Valentine's Day message because I didn't react to that either yesterday. I didn't hang up on the men, I promise. I really didn't. I just was like, I'm going to wait till we have some content. Yeah. Lavender, I was waiting for Lavender to post Caleb's card so that I can get a sneak peek. I have nothing against spoilers. I'm one of those girls who, like, okay, let me get a little spoiler. Oh, this is so cute. And then I run away. Hence why I am chronically on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm chronically there, so that's why I know. Also on Discord and also on AO3 and I also have a Patreon that I also go on to see other people's arts. More spicy art, obviously. Because oof, the ones I've found are amazing. I found so
That's
many
true.
talented artists.
I need to find some dolls.
Is it that interesting? You're still staring at her.
It reminds me of something. Sometimes I dream about the day before I was taken away. Didn't we have a home back then?
Do you remember what it looked like?
Everything is blurry. Was it similar to the small house she's made in anyway?
There's a resemblance, yes. Our home was simple, but it was beautiful. The difference is that our courtyard was filled with flowers. After mealtime, you'd always nap amongst them.
Caleb, what's our relationship in this? Were we orphans? Were we... Oh god, what is our relationship in this? Because I know in the Japanese and... Well, let me correct myself. In the Asian dubs, and the Japanese, Korean, and Chinese, he is still our Gaga, Oppa, and Ni. But this is why I hate the English. Like, I don't mind the English dub; it's perfectly fine. But the localization really removes all the nuance of what the actual story is. All because I get it, it's not good, it's something that, but it takes away the trope. Yeah. Well, I am looking forward to reading all the cards. I hope they're not all each one 2 hours long, because that is going to send me into hysterics. Because if it says it's about an hour and a half long auto, it takes me about 2 hours and a half to read. Part of it is because I get distracted, and the other part is because my reading speed is not the fastest. And this is me saying as a native English speaker. I speak a mile a minute. I read slow. And I know my flaws, I embrace them. Caleb takes my hand, his gaze brushes across my face as he stares at a lost piece of time.
We're done here. Besides, we have a courtyard of our own that's waiting for us to return now.
It'll soon be New Year's. The restaurant is busy with cleaning and decorating. The wooden handle of your dangling tool was yes. We actually do, but it's more in the south. We have Bubba, which is the equivalent of the equivalent of that. But it's mostly in the south, like the south east region. So somewhere between Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. Yeah, no, in Southeast United States. But in South America, we actually do have something like, it's like tío. But it's only when you give that title to someone that you're kind of close to. But it's the equivalent of saying dude. So yeah, tío is the same thing as saying like dude in Spanish. So we have something similar. I can only say that, but in the United States it's bubba, but it's more like in the southeast region of the United States. So like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia, Kentucky. Not so much Florida. I know Florida doesn't do that because they're mostly Hispanic. North Carolina, South Carolina, that region. But the rest of the United States doesn't really do that. We say dude a lot. Or bruh. But that's more like a modern thing. Yeah. But we can still well, I I don't know. I know it's a Asian kind of thing that the West has. Well, East. Well, the Eastern has. But like in kind of hard to say because if I was able to rewrite, because I know it's a trope, but it's perfectly fine for foster siblings, and I've seen with enough, even in the US, I've seen these kind of tropes. The stepbrother getting with the stepsister, or foster siblings getting with each other. So there's nothing, even though sure there's an ick to it, it still could have called him big brother or little sister. Or bro. Bro's fine. Or maybe not. I'm not gonna fix this. Hell, you even could have done the same thing in Spanish, because we can also say hermano. Because even when we're not blood related, you could still say hermano. No, it really isn't. But if this game ever gets dubbed in Spanish, which I think at this point is a moot point, it's a moot point. It's not happening. As much as I like put into the survey, put like a Spanish dub, they're not doing it. This game will never be in Spanish or French or Italian. At least I would be able to understand a tad more if it was an Italian. Maybe a little bit of French. I wouldn't say completely French, but like I would understand a little bit more because it comes from the same Latin root. But if they put it in Spanish, I would be over the moon. Because there'd be so, like, hearing them speak Spanish, hell, even AI Spanish put me in so much flustered mood. I was so flustered when I heard, but this is AI, obviously. I don't support AI because it's not the best and it shouldn't be used. But I even think someone dubbed in Spanish, one of Silas's Kindles. In Spanish, I was like, oh. Oh. Sir, please stop. Yeah. Cause since I speak English and Spanish, I am very like biased to the Spanish language, because I grew up with that, and whenever my parents dropped me off at my grandparents, they always had Telemundo on, so I grew up on Spanish soap operas. So I learned my Spanish from there, so judge me not. That's why I go like, oh, that's why I always flustered when it comes, because I see this game as a soap opera. I go like, oh, Spanish. Hence why I want this game in Spanish so bad, because it gives me telenovela vibes. This game also is very telenovela. I don't know what it is, like, it's very telenovela, and this is why I love this game so much. Oh my god, I'm so distracted. The wooden handle of your digging tool was splintered. I polished it with beeswax a few times so it wouldn't hurt your hand.
You are impressive. I wouldn't be able to take care of myself without you.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing to complain about the English translation of the game. It's just that if they're going to add more to it, or bring more to the fandom, because there are a lot of Latinas who play this game. And I know, obviously, French, and also some Italians. I know some Italians who play this game. I understand that they were kind of, when they made this game, they were kind of locked into the making it in Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and English, because they were trying to get those markets who understood those languages. But there are more markets in Spanish-speaking countries as well, because I know from what my late grandmother told me, she watched, even though she didn't understand what it was, she thought it was a regular cartoon, but like, they watched anime in the 70s. They had anime in like the 70s, they had it in the 80s in South America. So anime is popular there. It's just no one really thinks of that market. It's the Latin American market that thinks about that. Yes. Because I know in South America it's mostly Spanish and Portuguese. French also is in South America as well. I think it's in Guyana. French Guyana is also part of it. But they didn't think that far ahead. But if they do, I'm still not going to stop putting in the survey. Make some Spanish dub. Make some French dubs. Put more languages besides what you have currently. He praises lifteth my spirits, and my eyes drift to the paper cutting in Caleb's hand. Is that pony? Peony? Is that a peony? It looks complicated.
Do you want to give it a try?
I've never seen a peony. Let me go look up what it looks like. Because I've only seen roses, lilies. I've seen a spider lily because I watched too much anime, and that's the flower of death. Oh, I've seen these. I've just never buy them. I don't buy them. I've seen them. I've just never thought that was the name of the flower. But yes, they're beautiful and also really hard to make out of flavor. I've tried making paper roses. Those come out like, also fabric roses. I've made those. They come out really messy for me. Caleb guides my hand on scissors. Slowly, a lifelike peony emerges from the red paper.
Once these paper decorations and lanterns are hung, the courtyard will feel more festive.
Caleb brings out two little figurines that are painted on some granite? Oh, or boards. Oh, that thing that's on his belt. The vines are still attached, and their heads lean against each other. Oh, don't ask me the statistics of how many people speak Spanish. Because I know majority of South America speak Spanish. Also Central America. The US only has a small, well, we have a large amount of Spanish speakers, but because of everything that's going on, people kind of started drifting to more towards English so that they don't cause problems. Yeah. Yeah, the US, like, I speak Spanish fluently. Well, I understand it. And I speak it fluent. There's gonna be some words where I trip over because I've never had to say it, of these words in Spanish. but um, I can actually get by whenever I visit my family whenever I visit my family or my family visits me. I can get by. But also I learned most of my Spanish from telenovelas. And also my parents, who made it a requirement that in the home we spoke Spanish. But I was sent to American English schools, so we had to learn yeehaw English because that's the Spanish that no Spanish that's the yeehaw English that we had to learn. Because I am from the country. Well, more like the South. I'm from the deep South of the United States. So if you ever hear me go into a Southern drawl out of nowhere, now we know. I'm trying to stay as neutral as I can so that I can be understood, but there's gonna be times when I actually drift into a Southern accent. Caleb brings out two little figurines that are painted on the same gourd. On some gourds. The vines are still attached and their heads lean against each other. They look like each other's special someone. Are they for me?
You looked slightly wistful when you saw others making the miniature.
I wouldn't say that. It was more like nostalgic.
We have a restaurant in your name, and a courtyard decorated in a way you like. Wherever we settle down in the future, we'll decorate it together and ensure your favorite flowers are visible as far as the eye can see.
Stop. You can't say that to me, Caleb. He says those words with gravitas. That it almost feels like a vow. All courtyards are the same. What makes them special are the traces of life we share inside of them. It's a shame I can't remember everything clearly.
If we can't mend old regrets, then let's leave them behind with the old year. I'll stay by your side until every empty space is filled with new memories.
Alright, as long as you're with me, even the simplest courtyard can be our home. Lame. And let's read, well, listen to those phone calls I missed yesterday.
I'm almost at the lakeside. What about you? Why don't you share your location? We can meet up.
No need, I'm almost there. Oh, the park is crowded.
It's probably because today is special.
Oh?
Everyone wanted to do something different from their usual routine, and they ended up having the same idea. There are lots of people rowing boats on the lake. I rented a 2-person boat for us, and I have the life jackets.
What if we're not good at rowing and finding ourselves going in circles in the middle of the lake?
Considering our rapport, I don't think we need to worry about that. While I wait for you, I can also observe how other people are coordinating.
So what are they doing?
Let me see. Left, right, left, right. I see. Shouting commands should be very effective.
He's so silly. We're not here to race to the finish line. Okay. Well, I only speak Spanish. So I guess I'm one of the statistics.
Don't worry. If we can't figure it out, we can raise our hands and surrender. Then we'll float with the current and clear our minds.
People on the shore won't know we're hiding the embarrassment of being stranded in the center of the lake then.
Instead of being stranded, I'd rather call it being with you in our private, undisturbed world as we immerse ourselves in the scenery. We can also enjoy the snacks and camping lights we brought. And in the evening, we can watch the sunset.
Today is about us anyway. We can spend our time however we want, even if it means drifting aimlessly.
You're right.
Did something happen?
2 boats collided and capsized. But the people nearby are already helping the ones who fell in the water. They seem to be okay.
I hope our boat doesn't suddenly capsize like that.
Believe in it. It's actually very stable. But if we accidentally fall into the water together, I wonder if that counts as literally falling into the river of love.
Oh, that's so cheesy. That was cheesy. Oh my god, I need some crackers for this. And wine.
The Coelum Express isn't experiencing any delays. I finished my work, so I'm leaving Fleet HQ right now.
How is this supposed to be the romantic phone call we received yesterday? This doesn't count, does it? Yeah, I only speak English and Spanish. I failed French big time. And Arabic was never something that was a priority due to the fact that the school that I went to didn't have it as a requirement. But I know that Arabic and Spanish have some sort of root that is similar. Because I can actually trace, because I've seen my family tree. We have some sort of Arabic roots within us. Well, at least within my family, within my bloodline. I'm thinking somewhere like Mediterranean, the Iberian Peninsula, maybe? Because Moroccan, more specifically. Because the ancestors that this is the stories I've been told that on my dad's side of the family, we have Moroccan roots. Yep. Yeah. Because this is my dad's side of the family. We have Moroccan roots that go back centuries. Because when Spain and Morocco were doing trade, someone, I guess, fell in love with the other and stayed. But my OG last name is French, which I find hilarious. Because here's me, a Hispanic white girl with a French last name with Moroccan, German, like appearance. I am definitely the definition of a mixed bag. I don't know what my identity is. Cause my mom's side of the family has German ancestry and my dad has French, Spaniard, Moroccan ancestry. So I'm mostly European, but I'm still a white girl. And I burn. So if I don't... And this is why I'm so jealous of my sister and my brother. Both of them can step out into the sun and they can get a golden tan without a problem. Me, on the other hand, I step out on the sun and I come home a lobster. I blame my German ancestry for that. So, thank you. Yep. It's not. You just need to wait for me to arrive on time for our date.
Let me give you a heads up. Skyhaven doesn't have the exact same festive atmosphere as Lincoln City.
That's fine. For the Azure Echo Day... Wait, I think that's supposed to be the... Yeah, that's Valentine's Day for these guys. For my Azure Echo Day essential list, Caleb is the name on the is the name on there.
Understood, Colonel. As soon as you get off the train, you'll see me holding flowers.
Oh my god, I want flowers from Caleb. Huh? Didn't you say you just left HQ?
I ordered the flowers in advance. They were delivered to my office.
Lucky duck. When they attract a lot of attention.
I did sense all sorts of furtive gazes on my way out. But since it was me, very few turned their heads to stare.
No, we don't, for sure, like, I don't have any Irish, like, ancestry, but for sure, German, because I actually looked it up, and I looked up as far as I could, but yeah, I have German ancestry, so I do burn because I took the same. Because I actually did this test with my sister when we went on vacation to Cancun a couple of years back. She tanned, I burned. I was a lobster, she was a golden goddess. I was so jealous. I was so jealous of her. I had to wear aloe for a week. She was like, I'm perfect. The fleet's aesthetic are more odd than the Azure Echo Day.
They know who I'm gonna meet, so they'll get used to it sooner or later. I made a reservation at a restaurant, and their signature dish is on Skyhaven's must-try food list. You'll like it.
On my way here, I noticed how the restaurant and Lincolns are hosting special events for Azure Echo Day. Look into your lover's eyes for 30 seconds and enjoy a special discount.
Doesn't that remind you of when we used to pretend to be a couple?
Who was pretending on your side? You wanted it so bad, Caleb. Stop lying to yourself. Our rapport was so good that the shopkeeper never suspected a thing. Come to think of it, you were definitely enjoying yourself back then.
What's wrong with working well together? It was to let a certain greedy calico get what she wanted.
Did you just compare me to a cat? I mean, sure, I am a cat, but you don't call me kitten.
But I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what those discounts actually were. I only recall the events being very touching. Although I feel nostalgic, what we have now is much better. We don't need excuses anymore, and we're not pretending. We have a genuine relationship, you know? Unfortunately, the restaurant we're going to doesn't have such a thoughtful activity.
Aww.
And even though there's no discount, I'd still like us to do that 30-second staring thing. It's a request. We can save it for after dinner or later in the evening. We can do it whenever you want.
Oh lord, I know the science behind it too. So, if I'm understanding correctly, if you stare into your significant other's eyes for 30 seconds, you'll see each other's eyes kind of dilate. And it will show how much you love the other.
Did you see the train travel guide on the table?
So, when I didn't do the test myself because my sister got it done because her and her boyfriend got it as a Christmas gift 2 years ago. But since we kind of share the same DNA, of course, because we're siblings, there's gonna be some things off here and there. But we have North African, which definitely is Moroccan. Apparently we have 1% Native American. That made no sense to me, but I can only assume it was because our family came from Colombia. So we got natives there. European. A lot of European. Spaniard, French, and German. That area mostly. And for some reason, like, we also had Nigerian. But ask me the percentage, I have no idea. Because I just took a glimpse at it. I was like, oh, so we got all that. Cool. Or at least you got all that. I don't know for the test for in my case, because I can only trace back to what historically I have, because I can tell based off of what I've seen and how far back my family tree goes. Because definitely Colombian, because both my parents are from there. My grandfather, on my mom's side, was German. No, my great-grandfather was German. We also have redheads on our family, but everybody was brunette. Okay. I might have to do the test myself one day, but it's not going to be now. But I can only say that because I'm pasty white, I burn in the sun like a lobster, and I have the 25% chance of having a blonde kid. But that depends on whether or not the genetics kick in. Because I was born blonde. Or really light brown. And as I got older, my hair got darker. And now I dye it.
Did you see the train travel guide on the table?
Yes, the train tickets fell out of it. You already planned my schedule?
Sometimes surprises require action first, permission later.
Oh god, Zane, you're reminding me of Vincent from Queen's Love, Mr. Choice. Like Queen's Choice, Mr. Love, or something like that. Mr. Love, Queen's Choice. You remind me so much of him. Oh my god, now I know why I was so drawn. This explains a lot. This explains a lot. This is why I love Zane so much. I'm LQC.
I'm packing our bags, but I believe we're still missing some travel essentials.
Also from Lucian. I don't know what it is. Like, you are Vincent and Lucian mixed up into one. This is a problem. Oh my god, I love that game so much when I first came out, but now I can't play it. Such as ID, toiletries.
What about a cup of instant noodles?
Huh?
A train journey without instant noodles doesn't feel complete for some reason.
I don't trust the water. Don't do it. This is why you don't drink train water.
But honestly, they only enhance the ambiance.
Okay.
I prepared a food guide for the stations along the route. We'll have plenty of dining options.
Yeah, my hair currently is a dark brown, but that's because I dyed it dark brown. Because I used to dye my hair blonde, so as a tribute to my grandma, who was a blonde. So I did it as a tribute, but I only did it for 2 years because when she passed, that was my way of saying connected to her. But I couldn't maintain the color due to the fact that since it wasn't my natural hair, it caused my hair to be very crispy. So I went back to a dark brown, which is as close to what my natural hair color is. And then I guess I just kept it like that ever since. But like when I was born, I was like borderline light brown blonde hair. Hit my hair right and it looked gold in the sunlight. And my eyes, which I find it funny, they come out gold in the sunlight, which creeped people out when I was a kid. They're like, oh my god, your eyes are gold, and I'm like, they are? Cool. And they're like, oh no, it's green. They are? Cool. Let's just say that I had an identity crisis when I was a kid. They're like, oh, we don't know what is up with you. I'm like, cool. Whatever people said about my appearance, I was like, cool. Really? Because when you're a kid, you don't really understand the concept of appearance. And it's not until you get much, much older when you're like, oh, damn, this is how I look. Even when I look back on the photos of me as a child back in the day, I'm like, damn, I was a cute kid. Yeah. But, I know that my sister, she got so freaking lucky with this. Her hair is so dark, or it was a mixture of black and brown and red, that her hair looked like it was Coca-Cola. Her hair looked like cola. Like, I was like, oh, that's so cool. But that was only in the sunlight, but, don't put her in the dark. You can't see her eyes. Her eyes are pitch black. I can't see her eyes. You can't see her eyes whatsoever. They're really, really, really dark brown. So that's... I got the light eyes, my sister got dark eyes, and she got Coca-Cola hair. My brother, he had dark hair, but for as long as I can remember, he kept wearing contacts. But I think his natural eye color is dark brown. But he always wore contacts for as long as I know him, for when I grew up. And he always wore blue or green contacts. And he's like, it's because I don't like my appearance. And I'm like, why? You look great. And he's like, no, I want to look more European. Okay. Embrace your European side, I guess. Because my brother and I have like a good 7 years between us, so for, like I said, for as long as I remember, contacts. That's all he wore. I don't know how my parents allowed it, but they're like, I don't know how they allowed it, but it's because he was blind as a bat, so they allowed him to have contacts because of it. Yeah. I mean, blonde is also really hard to maintain. When you're originally like a brunette, keeping blonde is really hard to maintain. I've come to found because I was a blonde. It's a lot of maintenance. And since I also have wavy curly hair, I also had to use products for my wavy curly hair. It was a nightmare. I just went back to brown. What makes you think the train journey for Azure Echo Day?
I saw it in an online travel article. It's a special tourist train, and the route has beautiful scenery. In most cases, I only take trains for business trips. This time, we can experience it differently.
I can imagine it, Dr. Zane. I can imagine it. Dr. Zane pulling out his laptop to grade students' papers the moment he boards the train.
I'm not sure if it's coincidence or destiny. People who sit next to me usually have a strong urge to pour their hearts out. When we accidentally make eye contact, they take it as an invitation to start talking.
That must be because your profound, thoughtful gaze is filled with stories.
What a classic pickup line to use on a train.
Yep. Yeah, like, the reason why I dyed my hair blonde, again, like I said, it was to pay tribute to my grandma. Because she was a blonde. I don't know how the heck like, every child and grandchild that she had afterwards came out brunette. No one figured it out. Why? My theory is because she married a brunette and had kids. Her kids married brunettes and had kids. So all of us came out brunette. But I paid tribute to her. When she died, I was a blonde for 2 years. And I was like, this is as far as I can go. I love my grandma. I loved her, I really did. But I cannot maintain blonde for a really long time. Because my hair was crispy. I don't know if it's because the place I went to, or it's because I was maintaining it incorrectly. Because I wasn't using the right products. I've come to realize, I think, at this point. I wasn't using the right shampoos. And I also flat ironed my hair a lot because she also had straight hair. Those were an interesting 2 years. And I bet she appreciated it. It's cliche, but it's effective. You laughed.
I can certainly say that the journey won't be boring since you're keeping me company.
I looked up your route. We'll see wasteland parades and distant forests along the way. I think I said the wrong. Wastelands, parade, Aries, and distant, dense forests along the way. There are also tunnels cutting through the mountains. Yeah, my grandmother had brown eyes, so, but like, she was a blonde with brown eyes, but she had brunette kids and grandkids. Also, I'm so glad I did not inherit her height, because she was tiny. She was 5 foot. I'm not 5 foot, thank God. I inherited my dad's height. And my... like, he... well, at least it's not his height completely, but I inherited his, like, tallness. But everyone was short. Like, everyone, like, my mom's short, my sister is short. Like, all my female cousins are short. I was tall compared to them. And I was also told to be a supermodel, but I was like, I need to be a little bit taller than that. But they had no one to compare it to because they saw me as like a giant. Even when I was a little kid, all my cousins were like, "You're gigantic," and I'm like, "Thank you." I don't know how to describe how I was a child. I thanked everybody for every little compliment I got. Even if it was an insult, I was like, "Thank you." So I took it as a compliment. Well, I am like 5'6", but every one of my family members doesn't go past 5'3". All my female cousins, they're short. All my male cousins, damn, I'm like, why are you 6 foot? Like, my dad's side of the family, they're huge. But they're, on my mom's side of the family, the guys are no taller than 5'8". And my favorite cousin, no one should ever know that he's my favorite cousin. Him and I are the same height, but we get along so well because we have the same sense of humor. Yeah, I'm not that. I'm like 6 foot. No, I'm 5'6". But apparently, I'm tall to my family, or at least the girl side. Everyone else is like short. To the guys, I am like shorter than them, but taller than everyone else. I have to literally look up to my cousins and go like, why are you so tall? To my guys, cousins. Because they're all 5'10", 6 feet, 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". Like, why are you so tall? Where is this genetics coming from? Because I've seen your dads. They're not that tall. And they're like, it's because of our moms. I'm like, oh, then why are your sisters so short? That's because of your grandma. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because my grandmother on my dad's side, she was short too. She was a tiny woman. But I got lucky. Thank you, genetics. Yeah. I'm the tallest, like, female, at least woman in my family. I don't know how it happened, and I don't question it, and I'm very thankful. But also, it's annoying because whenever I go visit my mom, and she's always like, well, since you're so tall, Mija, can you reach the top shelf for me? And I'm like, can't you get a step stool? You're like, no, with this old back of mine I can't, so can you reach, please? And I'm like, okay, fine. Here you go, Mom. Here is your Tupperware that you hid at the back of the cabinet. Because her kitchen was made for her, but she still needed a step stool. And I'm always like, why don't you ask Dad? And she's like, well, don't bother your puppy. And I'm like, well, I have to. Because he's 5'11". Why can't you use his height? She's like, no, you're in the kitchen. Yeah. But yeah, that was a... But this is because of where I am right now. But every single time I visit my mom and I'm cooking with her in her kitchen, she's always like, can you reach the top shelf for me, Mija? And I'm like, okay, fine, top shelf. When you pass through the tunnel, we might see each other's gazes in the window reflection.
And that implies you're secretly watching me.
I'm actually looking at your shoulder and evaluating whether it's more comfortable than the hardest, the head's rest.
Judging by how frequently you use it, I believe the answer is obvious.
I mean, I would totally lie down on that shoulder.
I can also make timely adjustments based on user feedback.
Zane.
Feel free to continue using this service for our upcoming trip.
Will do. I can't wait.
I agree. Between the scenery along the way and our destination, I'm looking forward to the former. This trip's true significance lies in our journey.
Nice. Okay, who did I not read? Raphael.
The choir's last rehearsal is finally over. Now we can wait for tonight's official performance.
As the vocal coach they invited, were you strict?
I didn't get a chance, cutie, and it's your fault.
Me?
They're all amateurs for this Azure's Echo Day concert. Most of the members have other jobs. They're students, researchers. Even one of your colleagues rushed in after saving the world from who knows what. He was still wearing his uniform. As soon as I saw him, I thought of you. So I couldn't be professional when I met the choir.
Did Mr. Raphael quickly become friends with everyone?
I adjusted my approach. People who are in a formal concert hall for the first time often struggle to perform at their usual level. My primary task was to help them overcome their anxiety.
How did you do that?
I had a burst of inspiration, of course. The perfect remedy was sitting in the audience.
Are you referring to that special guest?
You're a smart cookie as always. Many performers use music to express emotions they can't put into words. It's not a competition where they'll be judged. It's kind of like giving a gift.
I think I understand now. The people giving a gift usually isn't nervous. They're more excited about the moment when the recipient unwraps it.
I was able to empathize quickly thanks to you. After the choir's performance, don't immediately get out of your seat. You also get a gift to unwrap. After everyone leaves, the remaining time will be reserved for one special audience member.
Oh. Let me guess. The performer is Raphael himself?
He'll perform a secret song that's not in the program. And spoiler alert, it's a Lemurian love song.
Oh my god. I would love to hear it.
The original lyrics are passionate and bold, but considering some curious students might stay to listen, he adapted it to be more subtle.
I bet there's some raunchiness in that. But it's in Lumerian, so I don't think anybody would understand. I don't think MC would understand either. You could be telling her to bend over. Oh my god, why am I thinking such naughty thoughts? Oh my god, I can already think of it. Why am I thinking such raunchy thoughts? It's Raphael. It's because of him. I want to hear both versions.
Then return to White Sand Bay with me after the performance.
Okay.
I'll sing those passionate, explicit lyrics only for you.
Okay, Raphael, stop. You're making me blush. Because I'm thinking the other kind of performance. God damn it.
Leather jacket, windbreaker, or a down jacket?
Goodness. You want me to help you pick out an outfit? I choose a leather coat that's filled with down feathers. Oh no. Whenever I wear heels to the office, one of my coworkers like, "Oh damn, you grew so much," and I'm like, "These are heels." Because I wear wedges. Because whenever I wear regular heels, I kind of hurt my feet. But I wear wedges because they are comfortable. Plus, I can actually walk in them. Because I'm constantly moving back and forth in that office, so it's better to wear wedges compared to regular heels, because the arch isn't pleasant. But I normally wear sneakers to work because it's comfortable, but if I wear heels, it is normally wedges or a kitten heel, something that's really short. And I always get comments like, how did you grow so tall? Or why are you wearing heels? And I'm like, it's because I felt pretty today and I wanted to wear heels. And I also don't wear dresses. I should start wearing more dresses and skirts to work. Especially with the guy that I have a crush on at work. He likes it when I wear dresses around the office and skirts. He likes it. I've come to notice it. Because he always has a compliment. He's like, you look very nice. And I'm like, thank you. But also I work with a whole bunch of old ladies. And they always have something to say about my appearance. They're like, you dress like a tomboy, but then you dress like a girly girl the next day. And I'm like, it's because the way I feel. I dress on how I like feel that morning. One morning I just feel like a tomboy. The next morning I feel like a girly girl. And I would do my hair in like fancy like curls or pigtails. Or I would just straighten it. But normally I would just wear it in a high ponytail whenever I feel tomboyish. Or a bun. Because I don't like my hair on my neck. I never wear it down. I always wear it some sort of in a fancy updo. Because my office is they're really fickle with the AC. Even though we're not supposed to touch it, I'm always constantly hearing like, it's too hot in here, it's too cold. And I'm like, it's because you're old women. And here's me, comfy, in my jacket. And, like, light sweater.
That's not one of the options, kid.
Oh, calling me kitten. I love it.
A boyfriend's coat is shared property between couples when they go out.
I'm sorry. Boyfriend's do I have enough space? Safe. Of course not. Heels are for everyone. I don't wear them because the quality of shoes that I buy apparently are the worst. But for the shoes I do have, because I got them from Colombia whenever I go on my trip, they are made for my feet. But because I'm also tall, or taller than the average female in my country, finding my size is very difficult. I mean, I'm like a 39 shoe size. So finding shoes in my size is kind of complicated. But finding it here in the US, because they're cheaply made, they're very, very uncomfortable for me. But I find sneakers like my sweet spot because I wear those all the time. And heels are, because like I said, I like wedges and I like kitten heels, but I don't like the ones that have the pointy toes. Those kind of make me feel ick. And stilettos make me trip. So anything too tall make me feel like I might twist an ankle, which I have done, and I was indisposed for a week. I was lucky I did not break my foot or my ankle. I just twisted it bad. I just had to have it wrapped up and wear sneakers for a month after that. But I twisted my ankle the worst. It hurt so bad. And it was because I was challenging myself to wear much higher heels or stilettos. I was wearing stilettos, like, just for funsies. And I tripped so bad and twisted my ankle so bad. My sister laughed her butt off at me. She's like, "That's what you get." I'm like, no. I didn't deserve this. I was trying to look cute. And this is what I get for looking cute. I never went back. I never went back to stilettos after that point. And because of also in Colombia, since everything's mountainous, no one wears heels. No one wears heels over there because you either have an uphill climb or a downhill climb. So you either wear flats or a very comfortable kitten heel. No, nothing taller than that. So I've come to learn that because the quality is actually pretty good over there. That's why I like it. Because it's leather, real leather. And because it's real leather, the quality is good and it will actually, like, stay intact and not peel. Because if it's fake leather, oh my god, it peels so bad. And if you get it wet, it gets destroyed. This is why I always get my shoes from Colombia. Always. Every single time. Like, my number one, like, the moment I land, it's like, alright, to the shoe store! Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know how that feels. I haven't been invited to many balls because my office did host a holiday ball like a couple years back. I attended it. I wore a really nice dress and some silver pumps. It looked amazing. But my feet hurt at the end. But I danced barefoot on that floor, on the dance floor. And everybody else danced barefoot too, because by the end of the night, because what I found hilarious was this. Even though it was a ball, no one was dancing. No one danced, and since everybody is old ladies, I'm not kidding when I say this, they're old ladies, none of their husbands, who are old men, wanted to dance. So it wasn't towards the end of the night when, finally, people were like, fine, we'll dance.
We're heading to the beach while the sun sets to photograph dolphins for our date. Your choice will determine your quality of warmth today. Think about it carefully.
And the photo quality too? I'll pick something that matches my outfit. How's the dolphin photograph checklist I sent?
The drone is already ready to go. I picked one with the best aerial image quality and longest battery life. We have an issue with the thermos, though. Anakinus lacks these everyday metal products.
I'll take care of that and prepare some nice hot coffee for us. Yeah, I attended a wedding in heels. That was a mistake because it was an outdoor wedding. I didn't read the invitation correctly. It said dress nice, and I'm like, oh, dress nice, sure. I went in a cocktail dress and some heels, but then I didn't read the fine print. It's an outdoor wedding. So, lo and behold, I made a mistake. Big mistake. I wore heels and I got stuck in the grass. And then, I got lucky that I always bring flats in my car. Always. It's always my backup flats. I got lucky at the end, but since I had to go get someone who knew how to drive a golf cart to go to my car to get my flats and switch out. But big mistake on my part. It was an outdoor wedding. There were sheep, there were cows. It smelled manure-y, but very like covered in flowers because they had to hide the smell of like a farm because it was a farm outdoor wedding. But it was, the ceremony was beautiful. I got stuck. And then since I had to go look for someone, I didn't read the invitation correctly. I thought it was gonna be a nice like concrete wedding or somewhere in like a building, but this was outdoor 100%. Even the reception was outdoor, and we had to get ushered to the wedding in golf carts. So I had to wait for someone who was free, who knew how to drive a golf cart to get to my car so I can switch out my shoes. Because I always carry backups in my car, no matter what. But then when I got back, I got scolded by my mother, going like, Mia, where were you? Everybody was asking where you went, and I'm like, I had to get shoes. I had to switch out my shoes. And she's like, Mia, don't do that again. You're drawing attention to yourself. I'm like, I win and I lose every single time. I won because I was able to switch out my shoes. I lost because apparently I took attention away from the bride. That's what I get. It's a win-win catch-22. I lose when I win when I lose. I lose when I win. I'll take care of that and prepare some nice hot coffee for us. Let me think about what else we need to get.
A playlist for our drive along the coastal road? Just in case. No one knows if you'll complain later about our Azure's Echo Day date not, and I quote, matching the vibe.
You're right. Let's leave it to you. Make it romantic.
You can believe in my taste for music, kitten.
I'm so excited. According to the news, dolphins have been spotted at this coastal park recently, especially around dusk. But even with the perfect conditions, we might still end up empty-handed.
For something that requires a bit of luck such as this, I'll be depending on your good fortune. Even if we don't get any dolphins on camera, I'll still have the sunset. And if all else fails, we have our backup plan.
Yeah, we can park near the viewing platform, rest in the car's trunk, and watch a movie. I've already downloaded the film.
They're in my projector? They're all tearjerker romances from a decade ago. So, one of us will cry and the other hands over tissues?
Yes. Yeah, no, we didn't have this. It had a farmhouse. That's as close as we got to flat ground. But it was completely 100% outdoors. There was no flat ground without like grass for miles. Don't worry, I'll pass them to you. We'll have plenty of tissues.
Oh, you're so thoughtful.
Your sarcasm is showing.
Just let me know when you're ready. I'll head out early to pick you up.
You're being proactive. Are you that excited?
Regardless of what happens with the dolphin photos, it won't affect the main event.
Oh. What kind of event are we planning? Yeah, no, like I said, I've only attended like 2 weddings. But the last one I went to was completely 100% outdoor. It was a nightmare. But the other one was in a chapel. And the reception, was... No. Yeah, no. It was at a chapel, and then we had to go somewhere else for the reception. And then another wedding I went to was for a ex-friend of mine. She did her wedding in the same place where she had the venue for the reception. I wore a ugly canary yellow dress. And the worst like heels I've ever worn. Those were the worst heels I've ever worn a day in my life. I didn't pick them. They were picked for me. They were very uncomfortable, and they were weird looking. After the wedding, literally, I was like, you can take these back. Thank you very much. I don't want them. because this is not my kind of clothing repertoire. And this dress, I will donate it. Because I wasn't part of the wedding party. So that was fun. I didn't keep anything from that wedding. Hence why we're ex-friends. We're not friends anymore. That dress was hideous. But I get it. She was trying to make her bridesmaids less attractive than her.
The coastal park is a good distance away from downtown. We won't encounter many disturbances. For that reason alone, I can tolerate watching movies in a trunk where I can't even stretch my legs.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. It's because, this girl had an ego problem. She thought that everyone was out to get her. So, she thought that if she made her bridal party less pretty than her, that she would be able to stand out more. I mean, she accomplished it. Because, again, that dress was hideous.
If you don't say anything, I'll assume we're playing red light, green light.
Yeah. But the next wedding I'm going to probably attend is my
Sleepy
brother's,
or
but
hungry?
he has to propose first.
You seem a little out of it.
Either that or my little sister. She and her boyfriend have been going on for a really long time. So at this point, it's a race to see who gets married first, either my brother or my sister. And my sister already was very kind, and she already told me what she would put me in. When, because I'll be her maid of honor. She said that she would put me in a, dress that looks like it's on fire. So, think like yellow red flames with a hint of orange, because she was thinking like nature themed but the elements. Yep. My sister was thinking that she'll dress me up like looking like a flame, because her theme was the elements. She's always wanted like an elemental fae related wedding whenever she was gonna get married. So it was gonna be like a flame inspired dress. It was gonna be yellow, red, and orange mixture, like ombre kind of color. And it would have a empire waistline, so it'll be a little bit below my boobs. And she knows since I'm very insecure about mine, she'll make sure to make they are very visible. And that it will flare out from the empire waistline, but also hug every single one of my curves. She was very kind when she designed it. But she's gonna get it custom made. That's at least what she told me. That she'll get it custom made just for me, so that, because she knows that I would never try to take the spotlight away from her. But she also is very kind enough to know that she doesn't want everybody to look hideous. The temple A fair that held at the end of the year brings a crowd from Yongshio's market.
We've already lit firecrackers, played ring toss, and watched shadow puppetries. Where do you want to go next?
Ahead of us lies an antique stone bridge. No, ancient stone bridge that glows with a ribbon and lanterns. Couples walk hand in hand across it. Nope. I don't even have pictures because I was so embarrassed. I burned every one of those pictures, and also because I became excommunicado from my friend because she's my ex-friend now. I didn't keep any photos, so I have no photos to show. And I burned the ones that were physical because when we became excommunicado, I burnt every single one of our photos that we had together. Because I was like, I'm not your friend anymore. You're an egotistical B-word who was very selfish and treated me horribly. I don't know why I was friends with her. I think it's because I was like... Well, it's because I was so nice. And she took my niceness for granted. So... And I put up a lot with her. So... There was that. But I can only take so much before I say I'm done. That I don't want to talk to you anymore. You were horrible to me. Like, yeah. I literally bent over backwards for her. I even, like, babysitted her kids. While her and her husband went on dates. Her kids were, like... Well, her kid, because there was only one at the time. Her kid was really cute, and I took care of him. But... But this one... She didn't pay me for babysitting. She thought that, oh, because we were friends, I didn't have to be paid. I mean... This is my time. I could be doing something else. Of course you can pay me, but like... It doesn't even have to be that much. It could have been like $50 for the whole night. But instead she was like, oh, because we're friends, like, you wouldn't mind. And I just took it. Nope. And I'm so glad that we're not friends anymore. Like, whatsoever. I'm so happy. That was a lot of toxicity in my life that I did not need. And once she was out of my life, her husband got a promotion and was sent to a different state. And we also, like, since our friendship was so toxic, and we're like, I'm done. I never saw her. I deleted her number and blocked it. I was done. I even blocked her on every other social media too. Hopefully whoever she befriends afterwards, because I hope she matured after... I heard that she had another kid after, but I hope she matured. Ahead of us lies a arched stone bridge that glows with ribbons and lanterns. Couples walk hand in hand across it. That looks lively. Let's go there. We stop on the bridge. Caleb lights the sparklers we bought earlier. A faint music drifts in from the distance. That float doesn't sound as nice as it sounds. That flute doesn't sound as yours. Will you play a song for me? Yeah. I only babysitted like twice for her, but even then I was, but that's in the past now. I've learned my lesson, and also because of what I've decided, I will never babysit ever again. It's not because of her, no, because because during that time I was studying to become an educator, and I learned that it's not worth it. And and the only reason why she wanted me to babysit was because I was studying to become a teacher. But after I just quit the career path, I was like, nope, I cannot deal with kids anymore. Mostly it's because my immune system cannot. No, I get sick at the drop of a hat. I'm constantly medicated, or had to be constantly medicated because I had to be vitamin C's. I had to take a whole bunch of Dayquil. These kids had snot and coughed a lot, and they don't. Because I was dealing with early elementary, so it was they had to cough. They didn't cough into their hand or their elbows. They just coughed on you, and they sneezed on you. I had to go like, this was the worst choice I've ever made. I have one really good friend, and he and we've been ride or die for over like 15 years now. Of course my little sister and I were like really good friends. I've also found friends through my sister that are really good. But other than that, I don't really make friends these days because I'm always like very busy, or I don't leave the house.
What would you like to hear?
Sparklers boom with silver flowers and light up our faces. An idea appears in my mind. I found at least I are not IRL friends, but I did find online friends through lads, and K-pop not so much, and I think it's mostly because like I'm very finicky when it comes to which K-pop I listens to, because I don't listen to just one group. I listen to like several all at once. I wanted to go watch Stray Kids when they were in my area, but the tickets were expensive. And when I heard BTS was going to be, they were gonna have a show, I lost the chance to get the tickets because I wanted to go with my sister, and she's like, I don't like K-pop. And I'm like, damn it. So when I was ready to buy for BTS the tickets, I was like, I can't. Because I don't want to go alone. Like, I like Stray Kids. I like some songs from BTS. I was into Big Bang back in the day. But if we're gonna say what was my first boy band obsession, it was Backstreet Boys. It shows how old I am. But it was because my parents just gave me like, oh, this is the most popular boy band that's out right now. Here's 2 CDs. And I'm like in kindergarten. Like, here you go, darling. And I'm like, I'm in kindergarten. I don't understand the concept of boy bands yet. But then I was like, okay. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I love it. And then as I got older, I discovered Jonas Brothers. And I'm like, yes, okay. I like Joe. I was a Joe bias. And I also loved BTS. No, Big Bang, not Big Bang Theory. I also liked Big Time Rush. I was a James stan, which explains how come I love Caleb so much. Because their outfits are the same. I also love Kendall. I was such a girly girl back then. I like any cute guy that came up on the screen, which explains a lot for why I'm into otomes. And into anime. Well, at least shoujo anime. Because they're so pretty. Those boys are drawn so pretty. I might have a problem. Endless logging. Under the lantern's glow, Caleb raises his finger over the bone flute. It's an instrument that's strikes fear in Jeongju. His expression turns faintly strange. Yeah. I literally... Yes, I do read. Let's see, the last manga I read... Oh my god, I cannot remember the title. And this is gonna get me hella judged. Because it's a reading spicy manga. The last manga I read was, the villainess is, the knight loves the villainess or something like that? Or the Dark Knight, or the Dark Duke is in love with the villainess. Something like that. But I love spicy manga. And the last book I read was A Blast from the Past for me, because I'm going on a journey through all the books I read when I was in my late teens. So it's the Prince of Wolves series. I'm really reading those books. They're not spicy whatsoever. Yeah, I read a lot of physical manga, and I read e-books, but that's because That's where I have most of my library. And I know once I get older and I have kids, I'm going to have to lock those stuff up. All my mangas, every single one of them, I have to lock them up.
Do you know what that song means?
I heard a storyteller say it's about lovers meeting. And we're on a stone bridge with lights from the lanterns and sparklers. It's exactly like the scene in that story.
You're not wrong, but saying it with an honest expression. Every song hides something, and most people never notice. Do you think you can uncover what's underneath my tune?
Of course. We're together every day, so I know you better than anyone else. He chuckles and brings the flute to his lips. As the music begins to flow, he seems to melt into the moonlight. The last physical book that I read was Fourth Wing. And I only got through like 3/4 of it. I blame my time for not getting through it completely. And I also blame everybody else for spoiling the ending. I don't mind spoilers, but then there's spoilers that you don't do. And they did it, and I was like, I hate you. I hate every one of you guys. Of course, I love you. I love my friends who spoiled it, but I was like, I hate you guys so much. At this very moment. Hi, Moon! Yeah, I've only gone through, like, again, 3/4 of the book, but because someone spoiled the ending, I don't mind spoilers because spoilers are fine. It's just that when you spoil it too much for me, it kind of ruins the, oh, it's so, you just ruin it. Like, it's so romantic. I get it's romantic. There's gonna be a lot of spice. I know there's gonna be a lot of spice. But don't ruin it. Like, and I won't ruin for anybody else. But, like, I can give an example. Like, if a book says you're going to reveal that this person was the bad guy all along, it kind of ruins it for me. It goes like, are you kidding? I fell in love with this character. Why are you making them the villain? A melody drifts gently. The notes glide over the river, akin to fallen leaves on the current. Like, if... Okay, like, the spoilers that I will accept are... You can tell me, like, the spicy scenes... You can tell me the spicy scenes in graphic detail all you want. I'll be like, because your imagination could be different from my imagination. I'll be totally fine with those kind of spoilers. You can tell me that a character has like some sort of like mark on them. I'll be like, okay, interesting. I would try to imagine that kind of mark when I am reading the story because I'm a visual person. You can give me those kind of spoilers, But if you tell me like the plot, it kind of makes me not want to read. And that's actually what happened with Fourth Wing for me. Because someone saw me reading it and they're like, "Oh, this is what's gonna happen at the end," and I'm like, "Okay, thanks." But then they were like, "You like the sex scenes? Oh, sorry, you like the smexy scenes, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Yes, they were very intense." Um, the song ends as sparklers fade. The lantern's lights wrap itself around us again, and I feel lightheaded.
You're already in a daze. You asked for a song. So, what did you hear?
I have. I don't know. That's a lot of books. I have I think like 100 books on my Kindle. I have about 200 manga. Of course, different volumes. I have like 250 plus manga. Um and I have, in terms of audiobooks, I have uh about three, no, maybe 300s might be a little bit too much. Uh let's say it's about 200-ish audiobooks. I have a lot of audiobooks. Because when I listen to audiobooks because of I listen to them when I'm doing chores and when I'm going on my jogs. I think the last audiobook I read was King of Wrath. That one was the last one that I read. Oh, audiobook read. That one was pretty good. I know the note still lingers, and I meet Caleb's gaze. My heart races. Yeah, I don't. I buy my books from the actual bookstore. I did, when it comes to secondhand books, I kind of have to be very careful because I don't know who had them first, but I've learned a technique that if you get a secondhand book, the moment that you bring it home, don't immediately put it on your bookshelf. Put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer for at least 24 to 48 hours to kill whatever like bichos or bugs that are living within the pages, and then it will be safe to put in the bookshelf. Because apparently bookworms are actually real. I didn't know they were real. I thought they were just like something that people call people. Things that people call other people who read a lot. But apparently they're real. Bookworms are real, and they're creepy and they're gross. I've seen one. I was like, oh, that's gross. I believe it's uh signifies longing.
That's it? You have one word for an entire song, and it's straight from the title? If we were studying in a shuyuan, you'd fail.
Because, okay, I get all my secondhand books from a book fair, an outdoor book fair. I haven't been to one in like 2 years. But you find treasures at those book fairs. Oh, did you get Caleb's second myth, or are you getting the third myth? I'm waiting for that one. I'm not saving for it because I'm just going to throw money at the myth. I'm just going to be like Yep. I'm gonna throw money at Caleb's third myth. I'm not gonna lie for it. I'm just gonna go like, okay, Caleb, have all my money. Here you go. This is all for you. Because I wanted that third myth. I really want it. And I think it's coming out late March. If I am actually looking at the leaked schedule, quotation marks, leaked schedule, it will be coming out in March. Late March. And I will gracefully take Caleb coming home as a birthday present. I'll be like, thank you very much, thank you, Caleb, for coming home. Even though you made me pull 150 times, you better not make me go 150 times. I would cry. Because Caleb, Exo 2 myth, he came home in 110. I was so happy. Like, both cards, 110 pulls, he came home. But that was during the first run. The rerun, I did not pull. I only pulled like 20 times to lower the pity. Because I think the next rerun is a multi-banner. So I had to lower the pity. Thankfully, we aren't trying to become scholars.
You still wouldn't succeed even if I was there.
Yeah, I'm going to throw money for Raphael's birthday. Sadly, I have to. I have no choice. And I might have to skip. I don't know what I'm going to do for the multi-banner for this one that we're going through right now for my Xavier account, because I think what's coming up after Raphael's birthday, which is literally after this banner ends, is Xavier's solo. So if it's a Xavier solo literally after this, or after Raphael's birthday, I cannot pull on my Xavier account because I only have 15K because grown up arrows ate my diamonds. Oh my god, like for like kids. Xavier didn't want to come home. Xavier never wants to come home on his account. I always pull and pull and pull, and he never comes home. Yes, you can talk about leaks, or because I get mine leak news from uh Gotcha Goblin. I don't post her stuff on my Discord, but if you want to post whatever leaks you kind of find, it's perfectly fine. Because I will check them out. I'm getting some of what you're reading. I'm reading some of what you're writing. So I'm saying high school French like has failed me. I know, it's perfectly fine. And I'm trying to read it. I'm trying my very best to read in French. But like high school French has failed me because I only took one semester and it wasn't enough. Because they took me out of that class. I was signed up for French in high school, but they took me out of that class because they thought that because I was in remedial classes that I needed to go into classes that were more specialized towards me actually graduating. I still needed a language course. So they were like, well, you speak Spanish and you probably need an easier A because you're dumb. I'm like, that's not nice. I wanted a challenge. You could have put me in French. I signed up for French. But like, no. And this is exactly what my guidance counselor told me. Because you know Spanish already, it's an easy A. I'm like, yes, I know. Thank you for the easy A. I wanted French. We're going to put you in Spanish. I'm like, thank you. That wasn't cool. I took the Spanish, I got the easy A, and they're like, see, that wasn't so bad. I'm like, I'm not dumb. I'm slow, but I'm not dumb. Yeah. Yeah, my guidance counselor was trying to help me, but she was like, yeah. She wanted me to get the easy A's for my language course. She thought I was going to fail French. It was kind of her, but it wasn't. I prefer challenges. Because, like, I'm not dumb. I'm actually quite smart. I'm just very slow when it came to processing stuff in school. Mathematics? I was pretty good. I got A's in mathematics because I understood math. But because my reading was so low, they thought I was stupid. And also it didn't help that I had a speech impediment. And so that also gave me issues. I don't have a speech impediment anymore because I got over it as I got older. But they still saw me as a stupid kid. They just were like, "You're stupid." And I'm like, "I'm not. I'm actually quite smart." And they're like, and literally when they gave me exams, especially for vocabulary, they gave me, like, they said the word out loud and they're like, define this word. And apparently I had a higher vocabulary compared to my peers. And they're like, this makes no sense. And I'm like, it makes perfect sense because I'm not dumb. I have a speech impediment. And I'm a little slow when it comes to reading, but I can understand everything that people are saying. And I can pick up on words because my family like didn't speak down to me. They spoke to me normally. I don't know. It's because the education system in the United States is really messed up. They praise people who are like smarter and they put down the ones who are like educationally challenged, which I was a part of that group. But also they never like gave those who have a educational challenge like an actual like opportunity to prove themselves. Because I was, again, like I said, I was a really slow reader. I still am slow, but I understand words and I have a high vocabulary, or I had a high vocabulary compared to what it was. But no one gave me the chance because my test scores were so low that they're like, this girl is stupid. And they even called me stupid to my face. That is the thing that stuck with me as a child. I was called stupid to my face. Even they said it to my mother during, like, I was present during those student, like those parent teacher conferences. My mom had me sitting in those meetings. They told my mom that I was stupid, and my mom just looked at them like they were stupid. And she was like, my kid is the smartest thing that you'll ever see, but you never give her a chance because she is not at the same level as what you are. Yes, I would have been very, very understanding. Cause when I was studying to become a teacher, I knew, since I struggled so much, that I was going to be going down to their level or the students' level, go like, okay, let's work together to figure out where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and build upon your weaknesses and correlate with your strengths. And I would never call a kid stupid. Never. I would go like, okay, we're having some struggles here. Let's work together to figure out where we can build your strengths. And that's what I would have done. But since I left the education system, or I left, I didn't become a teacher because I failed. Well, I was a teacher assistant for like maybe a year, but because I was immunocompromised, I cannot stay with kids. If I stayed a little bit longer, I may have taught high school or middle schoolers, but I like teaching little kids because it's easy for me to teach them because I can teach ABCs and make it easy for them to understand. Because I've learned a way to make it easy for me to understand. But because like kids carry a lot of germs, or little kids carry a lot of germs, I couldn't stay with them. Because I get sick at the drop of a hat. If a kid has a cold, I'll catch that same cold. If they have a flu, I'll catch the flu. Because I understand that kids like don't learn this until they're much older. They need to learn how to sneeze into their elbows. But I can teach from afar. And I am like every once in a while tutoring like kids in my building, but other than that, I don't. I cannot be around kids because I get sick a lot, and it would not be a pretty picture. I would be out of school. I'll be out of like job. I'll be out of the job more than me actually being in the classroom. Well, currently, I have a office job. Yes, I understood it. My current job now is as a office worker. I answer a whole bunch of phone calls, and I greet people who come through the door and direct them to their agents. I also call the delivery drivers to pick up parcels, and I also open mail. So that's basically my job. I'm a normal office worker with a cute fashion style. Wait, I remember. The storyteller said this song has lyrics. It's something related to branches covering a flower.
I pluck a branch covered in flowers, and I ask, the east wind cannot understand our longing under the rain's willpower. Where shall these feelings bask? I fear the longing, yet I still yearn. I entrust my feelings to this branch, For love always makes fools of us in our attempt to find a sense of belonging.
Yeah. The way that I got my job, even though it sounds like very nepotistic, because it was nepotistic. Um, so my mother worked at this office, and before she retired, she got me the job at her office because she was friends with, or she knew that the office needed, like, the position that I got, it was open. So she literally told me, come in your best office appropriate dress, do the interview, and literally 2 days later I got the job. It was nepotism. That's exactly how I got it. Well, that's a lot of studying. I do think that there are jobs for that. Most definitely. If not, it would also be, I think a psychologist was something that you can do freelance, I think, as well. The rhythm of the words ride the night's breeze as it tightly wraps itself around my heart. His gaze is as bright as the moonlight. Longing can represent many things in this world, and it never ends, which is why. Oh, we're gonna kiss him. Oh, he's blushing. Sometimes the simplest answer is the best. Caleb is stunned for a moment, then he leans in.
That was clever, I admit. You've received 9 points.
I didn't know we were keeping score.
But you still need 1 more to achieve a perfect score.
He's so cute. And you can also tell there's freckles on him. Okay, so let's go on to Silas's because it took us 2.5 hours, 3 hours to read Caleb. Not that I'm complaining. Isn't he supposed to say something? Okay, on to chapter 2 for Silas. Running the restaurant means competition is inevitable, even more so in Yangshuo streets where every inch is of land is worth its wealth in gold. I wish I could read French, but you guys can have your conversation. It's perfectly fine. I'm catching little snippets because I can, like, I catch little things here and there. Our rival down the street has copied our menu dish by dish. In addition, they're selling them at lower price. When our flow of customers decrease, I buy one of their meals and taste it with Silas. It looks the same, yet the flavor still can't compare. Hmm. I'm assuming, because I haven't read the cards yet, because I'm planning on pulling on Friday, which, by the way, if you are on my Discord, the poll is still up. It will expire in about 3 days. But I haven't decided who... That will help me decide who will I read on the day of my polls. Last time it was Caleb who won, but because Raphael was so insistent, he came home like 4 times during the Throne of Arrows pulls, which is hilarious. He came home every single account except for my main account. Zane came twice on my main account. I don't plan to R1 any of them. Their outfits are nice, but I don't R1. Yes, he was a clingy fish. He came home on my 6th Ally account. He came home on his account like twice. He came home on my Xavier account. I was like, okay, I get the hint. He wants to be read first. So I read him first, then I read Caleb, then I read Silas privately. I read Zane after that, and then Xavier. Yeah, Caleb has always been kind of cute. Okay, I won't. I've already been spoiled. I've already know that something is going to happen in Caleb's card that's going to carouse me. I'm going to be scared and aroused at the same time. I already know what's coming in Caleb's card. Because I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I already know what's happening. So from what I'm hearing in terms of rumors for Caleb's myth, I'm hearing a 50-50 split. What I'm hearing is he's either going to be an angel or like a fallen angel in his third myth, or we're going to have something compared to the Garden of Eden. And that the hints we got were the leopard that were in his 4-star card. And there's going to be probably a maze as well. So that's the 50-50 split that I've heard. I'm leaning towards the angel side because Caleb gives off fallen angel vibes. I'm also hearing another person say that it could also be pirates. Yeah. And MC's weapon I think might be a sword this time, because the claymore doesn't make sense for this myth companion. It might be a sword because we already got the wand during his Exo 2 myth. I mean, I have Catch 22. I don't know if they will do another AU this year. Maybe next year? I mean, they might do a rerun for Catch 22 next year in 2027. Because we're still not... we still haven't received the other reruns for everybody else at this point. Because I think they're going in chronological order of release for the reruns. But if they do a Wild Side rerun, or Wild Side to these men, I would faint. Metaphorically. Because I loved all of them. More specifically, I loved Raphael's because it was hilarious to me. Because he was all like, oh, I'm cutesy, but also I'm a threatening little thing. And his voice deepened. I love Raphael's voice in as Tamino. I was like, and I just started playing. I'm like, just my mouth was just like on the floor. I just love it when Raphael's pitch, or whoever Raphael's voice actor is, pitches his voice low. I just love it. Caleb in... I don't know why they don't do Caleb any darker. Because he has the potential to be a dark character. But they are chicken. Yeah. So I don't think we're doing another AU this year. It might come out next year. But the Sixili, yes. I'm assuming the Sixth Ally might be a really, really, really dark character. Because if you actually pay attention to how these guys are, or how their lineup is, Raphael, like, Xavier is light compared. He's still pretty dark. But then when you get to Raphael, you get a little bit darker. Then you go to Zane, he's darker than Raphael. Or what? No. We're going in order of how you see it on the screen. Xavier has his light side, but he has a little bit of darkness. But he's also very possessive and jealous. Then walking HIPAA violation, Zane. He's everywhere you go. Then Raphael, if he could, he would lock you up. Silas is darker than Raphael. Caleb is darker than Silas. So whoever the Sixth Ally is going to be darker than Caleb. But it makes me wonder, how dark can that be? Yeah, I don't... This is why I wasn't very, like, on board. Even though, sure, thank you, Infold, for giving us another AU back-to-back from the one that we just got. I wasn't completely on board for this AU that we're in right now. I wasn't 100%. I would say I was 25% on board for this event that we're in right now. Because it's not fair that we're getting a Chinese drama AU before the Sixth Ally is even introduced. I would have forgiven it if the Sixth Ally was introduced and we didn't get his long hair. I will forgive it. But we were so close to getting long-haired Caleb that it feels kind of like it's a letdown. Because it's not fair. I will be one of those girlies who say it's not fair that the Sixth Ally is so behind everyone else in terms of, like, their banners and, like, the AUs. Because at this point, we already received, like, 4-ish, I'll say 4-ish AUs. Because Wonder and Wonder was technically considered, in my mind, a AU. Catch-22 is an AU. Throne of Arrows is an AU. This one we're in is an AU. Hell, Caleb's not even in, doesn't even have cat butler, like, stuff. And I call him a puppy. So it just kind of makes everything kind of feel like it's not fair. And they don't think they're going to release anything for these guys. I don't think they're going to release anything for Caleb for Cat Butler. I don't think they're going to release anything for the Sixth Ally for Catch-22. We're only going to rely on fan art from then on. Yep, I'm ready for the Sixth Ally. I think I have like 30 9 wishes currently for my 39 K diamonds, which I think is about 2 something in wishes. I don't know. Let me double check my thing. Because I keep track of all the wishes and all the diamonds that I receive, except for the events. I can't keep track of those. But currently, I have on my 6th account, 42,722 diamonds, and that one's completely free to play. It gives me 284 wishes. So I'm ready for the 6th ally. But on my Xavier account, I don't have enough. And I don't think I'll have enough for a solo. And I don't even think I have enough for Raphael either. Oh no, I'm at a bias. I'm obsessed with Zane, so yeah, he is my bias. But since I literally pull for all of them, I just go with the flow. They resorted to dirty tricks since they can't be us with honest meanings.
In that case, we'll outmaneuver them in plain sight. Our name already carries more weight. We only need to rely on it. They won't be able to stay afloat then.
Silas calls in favors and sends invitations far and wide. We're hosting a gathering of literary at our restaurant and invite Yongsho scholars and writers. On the day of the event, the building is full. Curious onlookers spill in to watch. Okay, I got half of what you wrote.
You should set the theme for today, Your Highness. Banquets aren't new to you. I expect this to be a trivial matter.
course. I attend countless banquets every year as I grew up. I even turned down half of them to get some peace and quiet. Ah, well, I could explain it too, but yeah. So, I am a mixer, kinda. So, my main account, which is my Zane, Silas, Caleb account, is a whaling account. I throw money at that account like it's going out of business. My Xavier and Raphael account are dolphins, which is low spending. So I will only spend money if it is an emergency or my diamond count is very, very low and I really want the card. And my Pixelite account is completely free to play. Because I've been gathering diamonds since August, it's become a completely free to play account. I don't pull on it unless it is a free wish that needs to be pulled, or else I lose the wish. Every single time we get free wishes, I just store it away. I don't use it. I don't recall seeing you attend any gatherings of literature in Zhangzhou. I assume you weren't interested in meeting between intellectuals.
Literature, politics, they're tools when you need them.
The theme is delicacies of banquets. The menus have been personally improved, and the tea and wine are of the highest quality. As the feast begins, dishes are served. They're flowing akin to a river. After a few rounds of drinks, poems pour from the scholars like fresh, unrestrained spring water. Oh my god, we're linked. Yeah, because oh my god, Caleb right now is in my oh boy. The way that I have the guys is weird. So I have them based off of rankings, even though sure, Zane technically is my numero uno main. But it's because something about Zane literally draws me to him. But the reason why I came into this game was because of Caleb. Caleb was the person that brought me into the game. Because my ears perked last year in January, and I downloaded the game. I was like, Yandere? Yandere? Dark man? Dark romance? Dark. I was like, my ears perked. I was like, so Yeah, I blame Caleb for bringing me into this game, Zane for keeping me, and Silas being the one that I want to marry. And Raphael to make me, like, to bounce off of. Yeah, I came into this game because of Caleb, but like it was a really long time. I literally had the way I had him was as Caleb, Zane, Raphael, because I fell in love with Raphael. And then when I started reading Silas's stuff, Silas went to number 2 for me. And then Caleb went down to number 3. And then it was Raphael. And Xavier was last. And then it was like that for a really, really long time. Now, Caleb and Raphael, for me, because of the content, keeps flip-flopping between 3rd and 4th place. And Zane still number 1. And I blame fan art. Yeah. I think it's because I'm attracted to dark characters. But also, that doesn't explain how come I'm obsessed with Zane. Because Zane, though he has his dark moments, he is a soft snowman. And there's something about him that just makes my heart pitter-patter every single time. It's the way he speaks in English and in Japanese. I think that's what it is. His Japanese VA and his English VA, like, really make me feel comfortable. I feel very, like, seen and heard whenever I deal with Zane. And I've never really ran into any Zane mains on any of the forums that I'm on. Everybody is mostly Silas and Caleb. Yeah, for me it was like the complete opposite. I'm obsessed with, in terms of their VAs, I am obsessed with, Zane's, English VA and Japanese VA, because it just sends me into, it just makes me very at ease. I love, Silas's English VA. I like, Caleb's English VA and Japanese VA. I like Raphael's Japanese VA first, and then his English VA, but it's also, I love the drama fish, so I don't know how I feel about Xavier, because I think Xavier's Korean VA is pretty good. It's pretty strong. But his English one makes me feel sleepy. It's too soft. I know. Yeah, the English, like, I like, all their VAs are pretty good. But if I'm going to say which ones are better, like, I don't like Xavier's English VA because it makes me feel very, very sleepy because he's so soft-spoken. And I understand that's the whole point, but when he drops in pitch, especially during King of Dark Knight, like, oh. And when his spicy cards. I will forgive Xavier after I listen to his secret types. I will forgive him because it now makes sense. He's a beast in the sheets. Xavier's wild. Ugh, and so is Caleb. All of them are wild. Yeah, the low voice in the third myth. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you for this low voice. But oh my god. I love Raphael's like low voice too. But I first heard his low voice as Tamino. I was like, okay. That's why I fell in love with Raphael. I was like, oh. And then we have like Maria. She, bless her heart. She was the one that got me into the game. She's a Raphael main through and through. And she's constantly throwing like spicy art my way. Just like, oh, you should watch this fancy, like you could watch this, like, read this spicy fanfic of Raphael. Read this comic of Raphael. I'm like, I get it, you're a Raphael main. Each one is carefully copied and then read aloud to the crowd outside. It invites everyone to participate in appreciating and contributing the work.
These verses are ordinary yet elegant. Hearing them makes my mouth water.
Applause and cheers arrive in waves. Leaning towards Silas, I stand in the corner. Okay, Moon. Have fun for the rest of your day. Oh shoot. I should probably end the stream after I finish reading Silas. So I have to finish Silas's main event or his event story for this. And I will read the rest probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll read it on Tuesday for everybody else. No distractions, please. It took me forever. Because if you get me talking, I will talk forever. We did this to get people's good graces, but I didn't expect everyone to be so talented. This is nothing like the gathering of lectures I've frequented before. Okay.
Court poetry is typically a display of beautiful
Bye-bye.
words and no genuine essence.
Indeed. These individuals are writing from the heart. You can taste it in every line.
I'm going to assume the princess was also the center of attention at those banquets. They didn't praise you.
Oh, they did. It's just that when you hear the same words over and over again, they lose their meaning. But if you're offering compliments, I'll take them.
Is that so? The Luan Niao spreads its shining wings, perches on the highest branch, drinks from the sweetest spring.
Wait. I need a brush and ink so I can write it down and keep it forever. Then I'll read it out loud whenever it's New Year. Look thrice. Applause and praise ripple through the gathering. In the center of it all, the man in front of me can't exactly hide his amused smile.
When I likened you to a Luan Niao, I was only admitting my profound, pure admiration.
What the heck is
As
this
for
word?
the rest of the poem,
Okay, time for me to go look what this word is, or this being or creature. Oh, like a phoenix. Close enough. It looks like a bird. Something similar to a phoenix, it looks like. Pretty. Very pretty.
I dislike empty words. I would rather let my actions speak for me.
Once the event ends, our restaurant is transformed into a place for culture and elegance. Our im- our imitators can only dream of being able to compete against us. Customers flock back to us in greater numbers. And we attract one of, like Q, disciples. What a pleasant surprise. Wait, is that truly the case?
He has a love of elegance and fine food. This suited his taste, so of course he wouldn't miss it.
Unsurprisingly, it was part of the plan. We'll kill two birds with one stone. The sky is clear and the air is crisp. Silas invites me to his residence. on the outskirts of the city for a game of Jishu. A wild field stretches out under the sun. The young mare I bought earlier gallops happily around the edge. Her mane flies.
She belongs here and not in the stables with a temperament like that. The one at the restaurant is too cramped. Keeping her penned up all day would be cruel.
You're correct. However, are you talking about the horse or me, who's stuck managing our establishment leisure for weeks?
A clever princess doesn't need me to say everything. The weather is perfect. Shall we compete?
Be careful what you wish for. I might make you savor the last taste of defeat.
I'd like to see you try. Come, it's time to ride.
We split into two teams with our attendants and charge across the field. Our score keeps up with each other's during the fierce game. When the points are tallied, it's a tie. Sweating and pleasantly exhausted, we return to the shed corridor and to rest. Shaded corridor to rest. The scent of hot tea drifts through the air. Silas sits across from me on the bamboo mat as I push the Shongshulu set towards him.
Neither of us won outside, so you want to try a different battlefield?
I give a soft, defiant look, little hum, and start setting up the board. Your ball, um, your ball controls was almost unfair. At least with Zhang Xianglu game, a good roll of the dice can even the odds. A fortune oft favor me. Perhaps some of it rubs off on you.
We'll see whether or not that's true.
We take turns rolling and moving our pieces. As we play, Silas stirs the conversation back to business. The contact we made with Liu Qian, disciple, has paid off. Silas uncovered everything from his habits to the essay he wrote from the Imperial exam. You even found the paper for his exam. How?
Business is about finding leverage, and leverage starts with knowing what someone values. Everything is negotiable, so long as there's a price.
He says it nonchalantly, but I know the planning was painstaking. On the board, I play aggressively to corner his piece whenever I get a chance. I'm still the one who's ahead. It's not surprising since I already managed to win over. Silas dies. Rolls are terrible, but his moves are sharp. It's a close match.
Her Highness is similar to these dice. Every side is a surprise, and predicting is impossible.
I believe you gave me a compliment.
You may see it as such, if that's what you want. It's precisely why matching wits with you is never boring, Princess.
Then what's the reward you prepared for me this time?
You've already won. You're better at giving people what they want. Perhaps you should teach me how to do it.
I recall my wild attempts to win Silas's heart. The time I failed, the times I kept trying until I succeeded. The trick is simple. To obtain a pure, serene heart, sincere heart, one must offer a pure, sincere heart. It's the fairest trade in the world. I toss the dice carelessly, and they show the highest possible roll. Silas glances at them and reveals a serene smile.
All right. I'll remember that.
Alright, that's the end of this. Also, it's the end of the stream. So, I will come back tomorrow to get through Zane, Raphael, and Silas. No, Zane, Raphael, and Xavier. Because I still haven't got through them. Because I've already been streaming for close to 4 hours now. And I've come to find out I'm highly distractible. Which is okay, it's perfectly fine. Distract me all you want, it's perfectly fine. Which means I don't know how to set a goal. So, with that being said, mi amores, nos vemos mañana a las 7 de la tarde. Y then again on Tuesday. So that we could read the rest. Oh, no, maybe not. Then we'll come back on Tuesday. We'll read Raphael's card. The new one that we just got, the free one. And then I will see you again on Friday, obviously, for the polls. So, just a reminder, on Discord, there's 3 days left to find out who should I read for the new banner first. Alright? Until we meet again, adios mi amores. Mwah. Nos vemos en el próximo. Good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon. We'll see each other next time. Bye.